Callum Reed stared at his reflection. His face was gaunt, his eyes were bloodshot. Sleep had become a stranger. He hadn't worked a proper job in months. The bills were piling up. His ex-wife, Fiona, was threatening to take their son, Jamie, away. She said Callum wasn't providing. She wasn't wrong. Callum wasn't a bad man. He'd just made some bad choices. Now he was desperate. He needed money, and fast. There was only one option left, one he'd tried to avoid. He was going to rob a bank. The thought left a bitter taste in his mouth. What kind of father was he? What example was he setting? But Jamie needed him. He needed a roof over his head, food on the table. He needed his dad. Callum slammed his fist on the table, the sound echoing through his empty flat. He had to do this, for Jamie. The branch was small, located on a quiet street. Callum had been watching it for weeks, learning the routines, noting the security measures. He'd even opened an account just to blend in. He'd chosen a Tuesday just after opening. The logic was simple. Less cash on hand, fewer customers, less risk. He'd wear a disguise, of course. Nothing fancy, just enough to obscure his face. His heart pounded as he reread his plan, each word a step closer to the edge. It was now or never. He took a deep breath and picked up the phone. "Fiona," he said, his voice tight. "Can I see Jamie tonight? I'll pick him up after dinner." The bank was cold, sterile. It smelled faintly of bleach and anxiety. Callum joined the queue, fiddling with the note in his pocket. His hand trembled. He wanted to run, to turn and flee back into the anonymity of the street, but he was in too deep. He glanced at the teller, a young woman with a nervous smile. Her name tag read Sarah. Suddenly his eyes met hers. Just a fleeting moment, but it felt like an eternity. He saw fear in her eyes, yes, but also something else. Pity, understanding. It was like looking into a mirror, reflecting his own desperation. "Sir?" Sarah's voice was small, hesitant. "Can I help you?" Callum froze, the note burning a hole in his pocket. He looked at her, really looked at her. He saw a daughter, a sister, maybe even a mother. His own desperation felt suffocating, but not as much as the guilt that washed over him. "Actually," he stammered, his voice cracking, "I think I'm in the wrong queue. I need to withdraw some money." He fumbled with his wallet, his face flushed. He couldn't rob her, he couldn't do it, not to her, not to anyone. He walked out of the bank, the crisp spring air washing over him like a baptism. His legs felt like jelly, but his heart felt lighter than it had in months. He had made the right decision. He may not have money, but he still had his soul. That evening he told Jamie about his day, about the job he didn't take. He didn't go into details, but he spoke of honesty and hard work. He saw the pride in his son's eyes, and he knew he had made the right choice. He would find another